I see an African American community in the city to have, in my opinion, deliberate disinvestment is something that frankly is a black eye in the city of Columbus. And we can fix that by reinvesting in the area. And I think it's important to do, and we're going to do everything we can to bring it back. Prior to the 1950s and 40s, this was a place for Germans and other folks from around the world, immigrants coming into Columbus. And then over time it transferred and transformed into an African American community. It's next to an area of the city that was once a plant that had chemicals and was environmentally blighted. It was an area that didn't have the proper infrastructure that should have been built in that community by the city in the 50s and the 40s and the 60s. And I think if it had received the basic services of infrastructure and roads and sidewalks and proper water, sewer drainage, and really dealing with this issue of the plant nearby, you might see a different American edition today. And you could have 1,000 theories as to why that neighborhood was not invested in by the city of Columbus or the state or anybody else for a very long time. And you can see how it has declined over the years. It used to be very vibrant, very alive, and over time people left the neighborhood. They went into parts of the city, other parts of the state. And it's a shame. It's a shame. And so, when I became mayor, I said, I'm not going to allow this to carry on. I've taken on a lot of efforts in urban areas and neighborhoods around the city. And I must tell you, it's the hardest work there is to do as a mayor. Leading a city is to redevelop a neighborhood because so many pieces need to come together, and it requires so much money and resources and focus when there are other challenges around the city as well. So what I've learned is to stick to it. I've learned to understand that you must persevere over all the challenges. There's always something. There might be 10 major issues we're going to have with American Addition. I don't even know what they are yet in terms of redevelopment. We just got to say, hey, we want to get through it. We're going to climb over these challenges. We're going to run through it. We're going to figure it out along the way and be committed beyond the deal, but be committed in our hearts and our minds to make sure this happens. What I have learned in my years as mayor is that the city works best, communities transform faster and better if you have 3 strong components. The first are folks in the neighborhood engaging in their future, in their own destiny, being intimately engaged in their community. The second is a nonprofit community, stepping up in partnership with the neighborhood. The third is government. If all 3 of these things come together, what you will see is a transformation unlike you've ever seen. I envision a neighborhood that's vibrant and alive. I envision housing, strong quality housing, people living in them with all types of incomes. I see people walking up and down the street on sidewalks and really enjoying where they live. I envision a productive part of our city. I envision it not to any longer be a rural area in the heart of an urban area, but an urban, vibrant place that makes people happy, that means it fulfills the Columbus dream of living in a place of value, a place of importance, a place that anyone in the city could raise their children, could live with their families, could prosper and grow.